This is my match video of the 2020 Maryland State IDPA Championships. I shot stock service pistol shooting my Beretta M9. Sorry I sound like a frog. This is the day after the match. First stage here is the warm-up stage. This is 6 to the body, 3 to the head limited. And that groan is me snagging on my holster that I'm still getting used to.
39. Stand by.
This stage is a standards drill, 2 to each target, strong hand only, reload, 2 to each target, support hand. This is the first time that my rounds didn't feed on the reload. It happens one more time. Not sure if it's magazine related.
All right, here's the shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by.
This is in the woods walk area. This is a floating platform. Everything here is 2 to the body, or just 2 to each target. Tactical priority is near to far. And I'm getting better standing on a wobbling platform.
Yeah.
If done, then we'd show clear. Let's slide forward, aim at the berm, hammer down, and holster.
This stage, it's 1 shot to each target. Most of them are headshots. You're at a table, but there's a lot of no-shoots. There I make sure I'm not actually shooting at a non-threat. I do fairly well, except on this side, I completely miss a target, but I think they gave me the benefit of the doubt and said I shot at it because here after the reload, I throw another round at that little right target, hit the button, get the up and over to come out, get that one pretty clean. So 1 miss on this stage.
Okay, range is clear.
All right, shooter ready?
Yep.
This stage is pretty straightforward. 2 to each target, steel must fall. Pistol targets here are the longest distance of the whole match. I do pretty well, except here I get sloppy on my sight picture. And now here on the reload, again, round fails to feed, but I saw it not feed as the slide closed, so at least I managed to catch that.
Slide back, show clear. It is slide forward, pull the trigger, holster it. Had a little bobble over here. Shooter ready.
This was another fun, fast stage. 6 shots to this first target. I wound up being down 4 on it because I got lazy with my sight picture. Come around, engage everything else with 2 rounds. That was the only drop turner of the whole match. Get my reload and get these in pretty quick order.
Show clear, slide forward, pull the trigger, and holster. Right?
This stage, everything gets to tactical priority. There is a laser that you'll cross right there to activate a mover in the back. And there you see it. And the stage procedure was written that you had to engage that little pop-out target completely before engaging that last target, which is why I'm sitting there waiting for the second presentation.
Yep, clear, slide forward, hammer down, and holster.
3, got it.
This was my favorite stage of the match. Everything gets to, these first 2 are in the open. Then there's several points of cover. Everything, slice the pie. Several of these no-shoots were positioned so that the only real angle you had was headshots. And here I'll take another headshot. Dive to prone, and then 2 prone headshots on that target, again because of the angle, and I'm getting pretty good at shooting prone with that Beretta.
And holster. Range.
This stage, 6 targets, everything's in the open, 2 to the body, 1 to the head, each target. But you had to dig for them. And if you moved too far to the right there, you would be exposed to other targets, which would have been a procedural. And then pretty much clean up the rest. This is the one stage I think I was down 0 for the stage.
Holster.
This was a challenging stage. Each target gets 2. That switch activates 2 movers in the back. There's 1, a little pop-up that's head only. Now I should note that I shot most of these stages back to back to back because I was running chrono on Friday, and so was trying to run through all of these stages as quickly as I could on Saturday. So I was getting tired, my eyes were getting tired, and I wind up completely missing that target because I was having trouble focusing. This was a fun stage. It had a really challenging swinger target that you'll see here in a minute. Everything gets 2. There's steel in front of a no-shoot, and then that mover kept hiding that 3rd steel. I do pretty well on that mover. Just couldn't get that guy. I wound up being 4 points down on it. And I thought I'd hit that first no-shoot, but I didn't.
It's clear, slide forward, pull the trigger, and hold.
This was the most challenging stage of the whole match. Each target gets 2 to the body, 1 to the head, and there's a button at the base of that barrel that will activate several movers. 1 is behind that set of 4 barrels, and then 1 is in the back. None of these targets were considered disappearing because the shooter could always press the button again and get them to reappear. So there's the first one. Pretty tight angle. I managed to get it, but then there in the back, my eyes were so tired at this point, instead of just waiting for it, I'm trying to track it, and I wind up nailing the no-shoot at least twice.
Unload, show clear.
I think I put in I know I engaged
Slide
it.
forward, pull trigger and holster. Clear.
And I think I hit the no-shoot enough times.
This was a very challenging Tier 4 match. I wish I'd been able to shoot it at a regular squad pace, but overall, I'm satisfied with the results. Thanks for watching. See you at the next match.